Hi guys, I thought I'd do a little update here because I've been busy trying to get some sort of Linux distro going since I'm sick and tired of Windows on my new PC with new motherboard, and that's been a bit of an ordeal because it had some hardware on the motherboard that is kind of leading edge, and the kernels and some of the distros are not supporting it. But I finally did find one that was based on Fedora 42. Anyway, I did a video on that, and that's probably something you can see there. However, I'm going to do some little projects here, and again, using microcontrollers, and I will be using ESP32 boards, but there has been a little problem. I don't know exactly what the details of that are with the PlatformIO people, and I use PlatformIO with Visual Studio Code. The Arduino IDE is slow and it lacks features, so I don't use it. It's good to use for beginners, or for young people and so on to get started, but sooner or later you run out of options with it and you want something a little bit more powerful, and that's where PlatformIO comes in. But there's been some disagreement, I believe, with the PlatformIO people and Expressive that do the ESP32 chips, and Expressive have released some while ago a new Arduino Core libraries version 3, and PlatformIO is based on version 2 and it hasn't been upgraded. And some of the most recent chips that Expressive has released, which is the ESP32C6 and the H2, are not supported by PlatformIO because of that, so you need version 3. So in any case, to make a long story short, some people, as I said, have got together and they did a fork of PlatformIO that does support the latest libraries, and they've called it PIOARDUINO. And if you go to this website here, and there's several other websites that explain it as well, but Random Nerd Tutorials, I got lots of information here on ESP32. It's a good place to keep in mind for other things too. And they have this website, and of course I'll put a link in the description on how to install that, and it is actually pretty simple. You can just get the extension PIOARDUINO, and then the only difference that you have to do is you have to put this line of code in your PlatformIO ini file, which I'll show you. But before we do that, when I upgrade it, I tend to use this little microcontroller quite often. This is an ESP S3, and I like it because it has two USB-C ports on it, so you can have a host and a client sort of going at the same time. In any case, and these things are cheap. I've got them as cheap as $2.50 in the past each, but there is no board file for them in PlatformIO or in the Arduino IDE, so most people have been using the ESP32 DevKit C1, but that is not entirely right. There is some shortcomings in that, because this little board actually has more memory on it, and it has PS RAM and some features that the DevKit C1 doesn't have, so you won't be able to use those unless you have a custom board file. I made one up, and in some of my previous videos I've showed you you can actually download it from my site, and that information is there. In any case, there are different options that you can use in order to put this board file, because after I installed it, the PIOARDUINO, my custom board file disappeared from the folder, which normally is like this. It's your user ID, PlatformIO, Platforms, Expressive32 boards, and as you can see, this is the one I'm talking about that I made up for that board. and it was missing. So when you updated to that Arduino PIOARDUINO extension, it recreated this board file by the looks of it, this boards folder. So therefore I've decided that's not a good place to put these custom files anymore, and that's where this comes in. According to the information here from PlatformIO, you can actually have a boards directory statement in your PlatformIO ini file, or if you put the boards folder right in your project, you don't even have to do that. But if you want to call it something else or put it somewhere else, you can use that, or you can actually have an environment variable PlatformIO underline boards directory. And if you look at what I've got here in PlatformIO ini, we have that extra code over here that normally that would say expressive 32 or something like that, but now you will put that in there. It points to a zip file on GitHub, and there's that boards directory thing. As I said, it's optional, but as you can see over here, I put a boards folder right in my project here, and I put that custom board file actually in there. So that's what I'll be doing from now on, because I'll be using these little modules for other projects. So as I said, you go to the extension manager and you put in PIO, and as soon as you put PIOA in there, it already comes up PIO Arduino IDE, and I've already installed it, but that's what it looks like. And you just go ahead and install it, and everything will work the same way, but the little symbol there to remind you that you are on a different version is different. That used to be looked like a little alien. But all these links on the bottom here work exactly the same, and the compiler works the same. So this particular project here is actually just a starter project. I haven't put anything in there yet. I'm planning to do some work using I²S, some audio stuff that's coming up, and if I now hit compile, it'll just work exactly the same as it used to. But we have that Arduino Core version 3 included. So that's all I've got, just a little heads up, and I'll be doing some projects coming up, and I won't have to put all that stuff in that project. I can just refer anyone that watches the future videos to this one here, and so they'll know what that's all about. So that's all I've got, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell thing so you'll be notified when I post a new video with some of these new projects that are coming up. And I'll see you guys later.